I'm here live at Jackson-Madison County General Hospital where an incident occurred earlier. I'll have the details.
Looking for fireworks to ring in the new year? We have what you need to know.
Plus, when is the best time to file your taxes and avoid the rush? We have the answer for you.
It's been rainy off and on today, more rain tomorrow, but will it clear out in time for your New Year's Eve celebration plans? I'm going to tell you coming up.
Now, from West Tennessee's News Channel, this is 7 Eyewitness News at 10.
Good evening. We begin tonight with a developing story of a large police presence earlier at Jackson-Madison County General Hospital. I'm Brad Douglas.
And I'm Terry Jelks. WBBJ 7 Eyewitness News reporter Garrett Evans is live on the scene with the details. Garrett?
I'm here live at Jackson-Madison County General Hospital where we have unconfirmed reports of a shooting. Earlier, I was here about an hour ago where I saw caution tape near the ER entrance. I saw a large congregation of law enforcement, and of those law enforcement agencies, I saw Tennessee Highway Patrol vehicles, Madison County Sheriff's Office vehicles, Jackson Police Department vehicles, hospital security. Now, we have no official details at this time, but stick with us, and as the story develops, we will let you know. Back to the anchor desk. Live here in Midtown Jackson, Garrett Evans, WBBJ 7 Eyewitness News.
All right, thank you very much for that, Garrett.
Stay with us on air and online. We will bring you further details on this incident as they become available. Meanwhile, another developing story tonight after reports of a large police presence at a motel in North Jackson. We got the call from a tipster just before 7 this evening. Our crews went to the Jackson Hotel and Convention Center off the Highway 45 bypass and Frontage Road near Interstate 40. We found a large number of officers and police units on the scene. We reached out to the Jackson Police Department. At this time, we're awaiting more details as to what happened. Stay with WBBJ 7 Eyewitness News on air and online for more information. We first heard of these stories thanks to our WBBJ 7 Eyewitness News tipsters. If you see news happening in your area, you can contact us through email at news@WBBJ-TV.com or through social media like Facebook and Twitter. You can also call the newsroom at the number on your screen. That's 731-424-4515. Your tips are very important to us and sometimes the only way we hear of breaking news.
Meanwhile, an arrest has been made in connection with Tuesday night's deadly shooting in Humboldt. The Humboldt Police Department has confirmed 44-year-old Courtney Bashan Dickey is currently in custody at the Gibson County Criminal Justice Complex in Trenton. Dickey is accused of shooting Marquise Antoinette Turner at a home on North 17th Avenue in Humboldt. Authorities confirmed Turner died as a result of her injuries. According to police, the investigation revealed Dickey fired shots into the residence while Turner and 4 other individuals were present. Dickey is being charged with 1 count of first-degree murder, 4 counts of attempted first-degree murder, and possession of a firearm during the commission of a dangerous felony. Police say the investigation is ongoing, and if you have information, you're asked to call the Humboldt Police Department at the number on your screen, 731-784-1322.
A family is shaken up after a stray bullet enters their home. In Chester County, a family was having lunch around 1 o'clock Wednesday afternoon when they heard a loud noise. The family thought a large item had fallen in one of the rooms, but when Lauren Bailius looked into her youngest daughter's bedroom, she was shocked at what she found, a bullet hole in the wall. The Chester County Police stated a stray bullet came from a hunting rifle in the woods close by the home. Hunting is illegal in the area due to the amount of homes and people. Authorities say the investigation is ongoing.
With the new year rolling in, new laws are also going into effect. Some of the new laws will affect both consumers and businesses. Farmers will be able to purchase items directly used in their agriculture production without the stress of sales taxes on the approved items and services. Homeowners will get some new protection when it comes to the privacy, with the option of their first and last name shown as unlisted on their primary residence. More details on these laws and others, you can visit the Scene on 7 section of our website.
Well, it's been a warm December day, but a breezy one and a cloudy one, and it's been rainy at times, and there's more rain in the forecast, not only tonight, but throughout the day tomorrow. The rain will clear out sometime, though. We're expecting on the day before we welcome in the new year. A lot of people are going to be heading out for Saturday evening, Saturday night plans. Let's take a closer look at what you can expect, though, for the remainder of the night. 63 right now in Jackson, the dew point 54, so temperature's not going to change much tonight. We're probably going to be sitting into the low 60s. The coolest we're going to get is around 55 tonight, so it looks like it's going to be a pretty mild night. Winds out of the south 10 to 15. It will remain breezy again tonight. There's a look at the radar. The heavy rain's piling up right along the Mississippi River, although we are still seeing some shower activity tonight over through McKenzie, Gleason, Bradford, Trenton into Gibson County. Just north of Friendship, there's a little bit of a shower south of Yorkville as well. You notice the general direction of the rain is almost moving straight north. It's slowly crawling to the east a little bit, and that's where all the rain will be moving to as we get into the day tomorrow, to the east. Notice some heavy bands of rain down into Arkansas, East Texas, northwestern Louisiana. That's all coming our way. You do notice a couple of lightning strikes. We're not expecting any sort of severe weather with this cluster of rain and showers, but can't rule out a few rumbles of thunder tomorrow as it comes on by. The front's going to stall out Friday night to Saturday. That will lead to one more round of rain as we get going into New Year's Eve, but it should clear on out in time for your fun festivities for New Year's Eve night. We'll talk a lot more about your upcoming holiday weekend forecast. Plus, there's a threat for severe weather coming in next Monday. We'll talk about that too in just a bit. McCoy's Heating, Air and Plumbing brought us this first look.
All right, thanks, Joel. Well, this New Year's, you may choose to celebrate by setting off some fireworks.
That's right, pulling double duty for us tonight. WBBJ 7 Eyewitness News reporter Garrett Evans, your guide to buying and safely using consumer fireworks this holiday season.
Fireworks can be an essential part of any New Year's celebration. However, this year, there are some common ones that may seem harder to find. A small fireworks shortage could affect you when you go fireworks shopping this season.
The main thing that's difficult for us to get right now is the smaller things like the novelties, which are like the little trucks and toys that kids can shoot and play with. And just all the smaller things. Sparklers is a big one, and Roman candles. I think it's because, aside from the big ones, they take more time to make because there's so many small ones in a package, and they just take longer to produce.
The type of fireworks people buy vary with age.
Most people so far, when they come in, they want to get one really good item or a box of artillery shells, things that they can shoot quick but still have a really good show with. When it's just kids, they come in and get smaller things because, you know, more fuses to light, the more fun it is.
While enjoying your fireworks, you also want to stay safe. Latrell Billingsley from the Jackson Fire Department says that the most common injuries from consumer fireworks are to an individual's extremities, such as the hands, fingers, or legs. Billingsley also strongly suggests staying away from consumer fireworks and instead going to see a show. Lastly, he warns about the dangers of sparklers.
Wood ignites at 356 degrees and burns at 575 degrees. And if you aren't aware that these sparklers, they burn at a very, very high temperature of 1200 degrees. So that we have apt to be more injured by using these things than any of the other fireworks at this time.
In Henderson County, Garrett Evans, WBBJ 7 Eyewitness News.
Now, you may want to check for any restrictions on setting off fireworks in your city or county. The Jackson Fire Department wants to remind you that fireworks are illegal if you live within Jackson city limits.
Madison County leaders would like to make you aware of a closure. Madison County government offices will be closed on Monday, January 2nd in observance of the New Year holiday. Now, normal business hours will resume on Tuesday, January 3rd.
New at 10 tax season is quickly approaching, but when is the best time to file your taxes? Experts say the busiest time for tax preparation firms is around the last week of January through the first week of February. That's when most people have their documents ready. Experts say if you're looking for your refund fast, the earlier you file, the faster you'll get your return. But be sure to wait until you have all of your documents ready to avoid any delays. Jackson Hewitt franchise owner David Elkins says if you're looking for extra attention to your tax return, then waiting to file until late March or early April isn't a bad idea. But waiting too long could have you waiting in long lines.
If you're going to wait till the last minute, you're going to come in and sit in the lobby with a lot of people and have a kind of a rushed experience. So we would encourage you to come in during very early April or maybe the month of March.
Elkins says tax preparation firms will be busy again near the deadline. This year, it's April 18th.
Just ahead, the FBI is offering a large reward for information on this crime. We have the details.
Plus, if you had trouble accessing one social media platform, you're not alone. We'll explain next.
Across the state, the Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency wants to hear from you on its new 5-year plan to combat chronic wasting disease. The plan includes preventing the spread of the disease to new areas, using surveillance to improve early detection, also conducting more research on the disease, and also continuing outreach and communications to ensure the public stays informed about the disease. The TWRA is allowing a 30-day public comment period on the new plan. To look forward for that plan, to make your own comments, visit our website and click Scene on 7.
Changes are coming to the Tennessee Department of Correction thanks to new technology. Starting next month, the TDOC will require every person entering a TDOC prison to be screened by a full body scanner. The body scanner uses advanced imaging technology that allows security staff to identify contraband being smuggled inside of a person's body. Officials say anyone attempting to introduce contraband into a correctional facility will be arrested and could face criminal charges.
Around the Southeast, the FBI is offering a $10,000 reward for information leading to the arrest and the vandalism of a historic Atlanta church. Back in July, a group of people dressed in all black approached Ebenezer Baptist Church's sanctuary and spray painted, quote, "If abortions aren't safe, neither are you." That was just days after the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade. Ebenezer Baptist Church was Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s home church. It's also part of the national park to honor Dr. King and his legacy. Senator Raphael Warnock now serves as the church's senior pastor.
In our continuing coverage, the holiday travel nightmare could end for many as soon as tomorrow. This comes after Southwest Airlines canceled another 2,300 flights today. That's according to FlightAware. The airline is now taking new steps to reimburse passengers, offering new online options for canceled customers. Flyers with plans through January 2nd can now request changes to their fare without having to pay additional charges. Customers can also use the online service to submit for missing baggage information and for reimbursement of expenses like hotels, food, and taxis.
We're focused on restoring the reliability and level of customer experience we expect of ourselves and that you expect from us.
Southwest Airlines warns it could take days to clear the backlog of stranded people and lost luggage. And though they expect a full schedule tomorrow, FlightAware shows the airline has reportedly canceled 39 flights for Friday.
Well, we're going to continue to see the rain sticking around, plus the warmer weather, plus the windy conditions. But when is the rain moving on out? We've got your full holiday weekend forecast tomorrow and next week's storm threat. That's all next.
News, weather, anytime. Now, WBBJ Storm Team 7 weather with Chief Meteorologist Joel Barnes.
Welcome back to WBBJ. Hopefully you had a fantastic day. It was a little warm, a little windy, a little cloudy, a little rainy, and all that's going to be sticking around into the day again tomorrow. This is what it looks like tonight. Here in Jackson, temperatures are still hovering around 63 degrees. Winds out of the south, 10 to 15 miles an hour. TriStar Hearing and Jamie Martin bringing you this look of a pretty quiet night here in Jackson. We did hit 63 today, 14 degrees above normal. How about this morning? We started out 21 degrees warmer than a typical late December morning when we're supposed to get down near freezing. We're at 52. Why? Well, because the dew point's into the 50s. A lot of available moisture. That's going to keep our temperature up again tonight. Everybody's still pretty much hanging around 60. We may drop down to 55, but that'll be as cold as anyone's going to get tonight. We have these breezy southeasterly winds at 10 to 15. We got the thick cloud cover and some isolated rain shower activity. Most of the rain tonight will stay west of Madison County, although we are starting to see a few of these showers maybe getting now east of Martin. Here's a look at the radar. The rain is coming on down a bit heavy if you get caught in one of these little orange bands. We're not really seeing any lightning or hearing any thunder right now for us. There's still some shower activity continuing from Yorkville down into Brazil as well. And then the heavy rain right along the Mississippi tonight. That's extending all the way down into Arkansas. Very heavy. We're trying to find a few lightning strikes. You can find a few if you concentrate enough in this little cluster near Little Rock, but really not expecting much of a thunderstorm threat. But all this heavy rain you see over into the Arklatex through Texarkana, that's coming our way tomorrow. There's a cold front sitting up to the north, so it's going to push this rain slowly eastward tomorrow. That'll stick around at least into the first half of the day for New Year's Eve. This front's going to stall out, drift to the north, but as long as this area of this frontal boundary lingers, which will continue into early Saturday morning, we're going to keep the rain around. But I think by Saturday afternoon, the front's going to lift through and some drier weather moving on in for Saturday night just in time to welcome in the new year. I think the weather's going to be great Saturday night. So if you brought a new outfit, just a really warm gear, unfortunately, you're probably not going to need it. More spring type outfits, I think, for New Year's Eve this go around. Again, most of the rain tonight staying west of Jackson. Once we get into the day tomorrow, it's going to slowly move off to the east. Rain chances increasing into the afternoon and evening. I think we'll see more rain than what this futurecast is showing. I think everyone's going to pick up something into the day on Friday. And then Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon, we'll still see the rain. But once we get to 1, 2 o'clock, I think the rain moves on out, skies clear on out overnight, and we'll be in the low to mid 50s, I think, all Saturday night, potentially dropping into the upper 40s by early Sunday morning if we get the skies to clear on out. Now, if you're wondering, that little front that clips us, is it going to last long? No chance, because once we get into New Year's Day, temperatures expected to be all the way up to the mid, potentially upper 60s with mostly sunny skies. It'll be a very warm start to the new year. The record's well up into the 70s, so we're not going to make it to the record, but it'll be a pretty nice start to Sunday. Monday, different story. I think we'll pick up some showers into the afternoon, and a severe weather threat could come by late Monday night to Tuesday. We need to stay weather aware, keep a very close eye on this situation once we get going into Monday night. Hopefully we'll fine tune the timing of that event coming up as the week progresses. How about total rain? Maybe another inch coming in tomorrow, but look at these numbers as we get into Monday night into Tuesday. It is a potent system bringing a lot of rain and thunderstorms on the way. David White Body Shop bringing you this look at our forecast, which showed you, hey, winter may be trying to come back by next Thursday.
Thanks for that, Joel. Coming up in sports, two of the best local women's college basketball teams face off in a crosstown rival matchup. We got the highlights for you next.
WBBJ. Now, 7 Eyewitness Sports with Zach Jones.
Imagine this. Tons of people, the sounds of tennis shoes screeching on the floor, and a crosstown rival. All that sounds good. Matter of fact, kicking back and just watching that sounds even better. So why don't you do that, and I'll make that imagination become a reality. Let's get to it. Let's go to the hardwood. Union Bulldogs taking on Lane College Lady Dragons in this one. Already, we got to turn over. Let's go Samara Thompson on the other end. Gets the steal, drives in with the left. She's got a huge impact. Last year, she stepped up big. She's doing the same thing again this year. But understand, on the first-year coach, Dixon for Lane College, they're going to make some plays, too. Tamia Curry, remember, this team has won 8 games so far this season. Both of them having amazing years. Coach Campbell getting these girls together of what they have to do. Coming out of the timeout, got to make a splash. Who you give it to? Naomi Van Ness in this one. She has had a presence this year, and I'm telling you, come tournament time, she's going to be huge for this team. Mina Goss-Payne on the alley-oop. I call it alley-oop right there, although they put it into the basket. Let's go Braylon Tate in this one. A lot of back and forth. Check this out. A lot of turnovers over the place tonight. Shanika Lewis gets the steal, goes coast to coast, does the pass fake and gets it inside and knocks it down. She's great at what she does. These are two great basketball teams. Union, we're going to win this one with a final of 89-51. And more final scores on the hardwood from our local high school teams. Loretto defeats Milan 38-34, and Gibson County gets the win over Hickman County 69-45 in the championship game. And out Pitcher, Westview Boys defeat West Carroll 69-38, and the Lady Chargers defeat O'Brien Central 64-14. And some college scores for you as well as a hard-fought battle between the Lady Trojans of Little Rock and Lady Skyhawks of Martin that saw the Skyhawks fight back from a 13-point deficit and would end in Tia Harvey shooting a buzzer-beater three-pointer to give the Lady Trojans the win 45-44. And on the men's side, the Trojans were victorious over the Skyhawks 88-74. And tomorrow is the big day. It's the Tennessee Volunteers football team will face off with number 7 Clemson in the 2022 Capital One Orange Bowl. History is also being made for the first time in 25 years as the Vols are Orange Bowl bound. This is an offense that will compete without Hendon Hooker. But even with that, they are still number 1 in the nation in total offense. And as far as Clemson goes, Dabo Swinney has led the program to 161 victories and 5 college football playoff berths. The matchup will take place at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens at 8 o'clock p.m. And finally, the news broke earlier today that the Brazilian soccer legend Pelé has died. He won 3 World Cups and was widely regarded as the greatest soccer player of all time. He scored his first professional goal of his career before he turned 16 and led the Brazilian Soccer League in goals scored in his first full season. He had remarkable speed, field vision, and athleticism. He was admitted into the hospital in late November and would eventually lose the battle to colon cancer. He was 82 years old. And that's going to do it for your sports break. Brad and Terry, send things back to you.
All right, thanks, Zach. Still to come, this kitchen appliance could be fatal to you and your family. We'll explain.
Plus, a new item is added to the major food allergy list. We'll have more on that next.
After 52 years.
Across the country, Twitter CEO Elon Musk says repairs to the platform were rolled out late Wednesday to remedy intermittent widespread outages. Now, users around the world struggled with access, with many seeing an error message that said, "Don't fret, let's try again." Outage detection site Down Detector says Twitter users began reporting problems early Wednesday evening, with more than 10,000 users reporting trouble accessing the platform. The site also reported desktop users were most likely to be affected rather than those using the mobile app. With the hashtag #TwitterDown trending globally, Musk initially appeared to blow it off, tweeting, quote, "Works for me." But hours later, he tweeted that significant back-end server architecture changes had been rolled out and the platform should feel faster.
In tonight's Consumer Watch, one recalled appliance could be a significant danger to you and your family. Z-Line has announced a recall for its gas ranges. The oven of the gas ranges can reportedly emit dangerous levels of carbon monoxide while in use, posing a serious risk of injury or death from carbon monoxide poisoning. The firm has received 44 reports of carbon monoxide emission, including 3 reports of consumers seeking medical attention. The gas ranges were sold at several stores nationwide, including Best Buy, Lowe's, and Home Depot. If you have one of these ranges, stop using the oven and contact Z-Line to schedule a free repair. You can find that contact information on our website. Just go to WBBJ-TV.com and click Scene on 7.
In tonight's Health Watch, the Food and Drug Administration is adding sesame to its list of major food allergens. In fact, this is a result of the Food Allergy Safety, Treatment, Education, and Research Act signed into law last year. Sesame will join the major food allergens, which also includes milk, eggs, fish, crustaceans, shellfish, tree nuts, peanuts, wheat, and soybeans. Foods with sesame will now be subject to regulatory requirements, including labeling and manufacturing protocols. Sesame appears in many different ingredients, but has not always been listed by name on the product's labels. Sesame allergens can cause various symptoms, including coughing, vomiting, shortness of breath, and drops in blood pressure.
Let's take a final look at your radar and your forecast one more time after this. Stay with us.
You're watching WBBJ-TV Jackson.
We're back now with a final look at the forecast and more rain expected as we lead up to the New Year's Eve holiday.
Yeah, still raining for some of us tonight. Rain will continue tonight into the day tomorrow. Check out the radar. Still pretty active for some of our counties, especially up to the north. Looks like most of that rain right now is staying north and west of Madison County, but looks pretty heavy there west of Paris. Looks like down through Greenfield, and we're continuing to see these showers impacting the Rutherford area. The heaviest stuff, though, is going to stay just to our southwest tonight. Look at Arkansas, a blanket of heavy rain, but that's all coming our way tomorrow. How about 66 as we welcome in the new year, 60 for New Year's Eve, and look out for some thunderstorm chances Monday night to Tuesday. I'm a little concerned for some severe weather then, so we'll keep a close eye on it. In the meantime, more rain, I think, tomorrow.
And warm temperatures. We'll enjoy that instead of the cold, right?
Oh, yeah.
Winter maybe a week out.
All right. As always, we thank you for joining us tonight.
Have a good night.